Every single day, more and more games arrive on the PlayStation Store with glorious shiny platinums for you to go and earn. But the sheer volume of games now is simply impossible to keep up with unless you work around the clock with a committed team of trophy hunters to be considered among PlayStation's biggest superfans. So what can us normal trophy hunters do to keep pace with the Grand Prix speeds of game releases? How can a regular gamer possibly top up their trophy list so quickly that they can stay within touching distance of the hunters just ahead of them?
Do you want to have thousands of platinums? We can tell you the best tips to maximize your time and pop as many platinum trophies as humanly possible.
Want to beat new games before everyone else? Earn your spot on PSMP's first 50 Achievers list? We have the shortcuts everyone else will be waiting on a guide for. You want to show the world what incredible dexterity your thumbs have? Well, tell you the classified information that only the truly elite trophy hunters know that will give you the digital mastery of a thumb war god. We're not just gonna tell you the secret to popping more easy platinums. Oh no, my friends. We are here to tell you every secret we have ever learned about popping any and every platinum that your heart desire.
So what type of hunter do you want to be? And how many platinums do you want?
Here is every major secret to earning way more platinum trophies.
So let's go. Rerouting your button input. Starting with something I don't think any casual gamer has ever given too much thought to, but as the platinum pull continues to entice casuals into our little niche, it's something that I think many of you may not actually know. Most games set up their button config to increase the skill bar. Seriously though, they do intentionally make the mechanics work against the ergonomics of the controller you're using, and this has happened in every generation. The aim is to make the mechanics of the game harder to master, thus making completing it much longer. There are threads upon threads about this online, and if you are in a decent Discord server, like the House of L, there are plenty of great hunters out there who will offer an alternative button config if you ask for one. You can change the configuration at any time you like in the PS5's own settings, and it will completely alter your inputs for everything, home screen menus included. I find this very useful for games that require a push down on the joysticks, the L3 or R3 input. I find this quickly degrades the functionality of any controller I use, so I switch to a more conveniently placed button for this use based on the game's other mechanics. This practice can be used to hold for a repetitive input as opposed to incessant tapping or switching crank controls to directional, like in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which, trust me, the tendons in your thumbs and your DualSense will thank me for. 2. Embrace auto pops. A much debated topic in our community, the auto pop. Now this one is exclusive to those prioritizing numbers over all. To get the most platinum trophies, you have to utilize every auto pop you can. Now the growth of games dual released has declined massively over the last 2 years, but there are still a plethora of games you can auto pop thanks to cross-gen saves. PS3 to PS4 has a few, like a cheerleader in the first semester at college, but the PS4 to PS5 has a megaton of them, like that same freshman but now divorced in her 40s. You see, I can be grotesquely offensive without saying a word that triggers the censorship bot here on YouTube. So if you want to get to the big numbers like our gal here, then you need to do like she did, lower your standards, throw away your dignity, throw back some shots and go get yours. Auto pops for you, I'm not suggesting or advising you to engage in promiscuity. 3. Know thyself. Know what kind of hunter you are. In Anna Karenina, Levin said, "Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life's impossible, and that I can't know, so I can't live." And knowing yourself and exactly what type of hunter you really are will make life a lot easier for you and help you enjoy this hobby to the fullest. If you are a platformer-loving grub lord whose attention span and need for quick-fire dopamine hits is overwhelming, then why try to platinum a 100-hour JRPG? Why make yourself miserable? Just go on a Rat Plat binge and enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your hunting. This isn't supposed to be a masochistic hobby. It's not supposed to hurt or burden you. If it does, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Number 4, clone yourself. Hitting the really big numbers required to reach anywhere significant on the leaderboards is a mammoth task, like taking on the first dragon you encounter after waking up from a nice little nap while armed with nothing more than a blunt sword and sandals that smell worse than Gandhi's flip-flops that you just chawed from a chest. So the best option is to multiply yourself. Cloning is the best option, but legalities, finances, and of course science may make that problematic unless you are Dolly the sheep.
And quicker to use one of those pay for plat websites that Zach used to joke about, but now actually exist. No lies. You can go to Google right now and find multiple websites offering to earn your platinum trophies or 100% achievements for cash.
Platistution. ProStation. Okay, they sound way too regular, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah, that's a bit messed up.
Number 6, Go Grubby. Look, I'm sorry, but if you want to climb the leaderboards at all, then you need to hit them big numbers Crew mentioned earlier. And to do that, it will take a hell of a lot more than auto pops. You will have to binge and stack the entire Ratalaika library, opening multiple accounts to access every region's store. But this you must do if quantity is what you desire. Shovelware can wait. Do the fun rat plats first to see if that area of trophy hunting really is right for you.
Team ZXL does not encourage or condone shovelware. We do, however, love a cheeky Ratalaika release every now and then.
Second-hand physical games.
We also like to promote physical media. Maybe it's our age, but owning a digital item will never feel legitimate to us. There is nothing like the smell of fresh cellophane and the cracking of plastic as you open the box for the first time. And second-hand stores like CEX can provide you with a mountain of games to play and platinum at reasonable prices that you can then keep forever. Like a pair of shoes that are way tight at the front, but you keep them in the ridiculous belief that wearing them for 20 minutes once every 6 months will stretch them out.
Number 8, rubber band stocks. You'll need them. Harsh truth about all forms of completionism is that you will have grinds so boring, so utterly bereft of any engaging factor that you will have to buy shares in a rubber company that you like the most. Because the amount of trophies out there that require you running, diving, walking, flying, and heck, even swimming. If you continue on this platinum path, you will find yourself wrapping elastic bands around your controller to pull your stick in a random or specific direction to let your character or vehicle move on its own for hours on end. The Crew 2, which I believe is going to be unobtainable very soon and unplayable, has a trophy for driving 50 kilometers in one damn sitting. And this godforsaken abomination of a trophy is a flipping bronzer, making mine Laban look like a reasonably thought out bronze, right? Number 9, extreme commitment. Quit your job, leave school, divorce your spouse, give your kids up for adoption, take the dog back to the pound. Remove all distractions and obstacles between you and your next trophy. Your parents, they're already old, they're probably going to croak soon anyway. Your mates, they don't boost with you, so they're not really friends, are they? Real friends boost with you on those long, awful online grinds. 10, PS Vita.
Yes, they are still functional, and yes, you can earn many platinums on them. But they do cost a tad more now.
Of course, the Portal is nothing more than a streaming device that requires gigabits interwebs for you to use appropriately. Unfortunately, I live in a second world country, a poor barren land called soggy Britain. So the Vita is, in my opinion, still the very best handheld to platinum games on, because it has a wonderful array of its own titles, and of course stacks of your favourite games for you to platinum all over again. And until you have a PS Vita of your own, you don't know how much it will truly open up your trophy hunting world.
Best handheld ever.
Well, not quite, no, but it's pretty damn close. The handheld previously considered the best. How's that? 11. Visual novels. Now, if you are simply hunting numbers, then you can speed tap your X button through most visual novels in minutes. But for those out there who are maybe seeking a balance between volume and enjoyment, some of these visual novels are actually really good stories with some very well constructed characters, interesting art styles, and often narratives that have the freedom to be more experimental or alternative in their content or delivery. Don't be a snob and don't be blitzing through them right away. At least give them a good go before you put your poor thumb through that rigorous exertion it'll have to undergo to speed tap your way to the plat in minutes. You get a nice quick story you might actually enjoy, and your thumbs won't throb like it's been smashed by a hammer. What have you got to lose by giving it a go? 12. Multiple consoles. Now this is one for the rich hunters out there who have the finances to afford multiple consoles. But now we're inching closer and closer to a grander console costing us an even grand. Even they won't be able to do it for long. But PS3, PS4, PS5, the Pros, the Vita, VR1, 2, but even as far as your PC or in my case, Steam Deck.
Yes, you can earn trophies by playing PlayStation games on your PC or Deck, but get this, not only will you earn trophies for your PSN account, but if you play through Steam or Epic, you will earn achievements in their systems too.
13. PS3. Unlike the Vita, the PS3 has a ton of games that you can't play or plat anywhere else. This can be great for you physical collectors of old games, the ones you've left on the shelf collecting dust and harbouring cobwebs. But the PS3 has some utterly mint games, and shockingly there are still a load of online games that have active servers. I mean, they're not busy servers, but they are alive, so if you get on PSNP and start boosting, you could get pretty much any of the plats there. On life support, and losing the will to live faster than Man United fans under American ownership and Amarin management. And a lot of these games are ultra rare, so if you are all about rarity, and I know many of you are, then pull that old girl out of the pit of your wardrobe and go pick up a cheap third-party controller. You got some PS3 plats to be popping. 14. Succumb to shovelware. Leaderboards, leaderboards, leaderboards. I hate these things, I really do. I feel they are exploiting children and weak-minded individuals, often fragile and vulnerable people caught in the dopamine rush of instant plats. There is a very fine line between a exploited gamer and a leaderboard challenger. 15. Franchise blitzing. For those of you who do this for the same reasons we do, for the love of the game, to get the most out of it, this is the very, very best way to truly feel like a completionist of any franchise. Platinum them all. Platinum on, gotta platinum all. Oh yeah, Ash's mom has got it going on. Sorry, ADHD brain.
You love Resident Evil? Plat them all. You love Ratchet and Clank? Plat them all. You love...
Leisure Suit Larry.
No.
Yes,
No.
but also... Yes.
No.
Yes.
16. Embrace momentum. This one could not be more important to the mental or psychological side of your trophy hunting. This hobby really can be incredibly healthy and positive, but it can also be utterly damaging and self-destructive. My advice is that when you are on a roll, go with it. Don't get overexcited, don't overthink it, just go ahead in what feels natural to you. 17. Second controller. This one is a lot more important than you will realise if you don't already know it. You need multiple controllers. Yes, multiple, not just the one. And no, not because of charging issues, although you should probably have two for those as well, because you're going to be gaming for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours at a time. Even casual gamers need a couple at least, don't they? But you, a trophy hunter, you must have two for each console you own, at least. Because you will have to self-boost at some point. You will break controllers through rage or drift at some point, or from a multitude of technical issues out of wear and tear. Having a spare controller is essential to trophy hunting. PS Plus. PS Plus underwent a pretty fantastic metamorphosis this generation, for as much as I moan about them.
And you do moan a lot.
All the time. About everything.
The 3-tiered revamp offers around 700 games and refreshes the library monthly, and has been a drastic improvement since the bad old PS nowadays. The library is stacked with every genre you can think of and has a huge range of franchises to pick away at. The Ubisoft classics, included with the middle and top tiers, has most of the Assassin's Creed, Far Cry and Tom Clancy games, for example. Pretty good advice if you're following our advice about platinum entire series of games, isn't it? And if you need help rifling through the mountain of games to find one that you want, then there is nowhere better to look than my friend Platinum Opus and his awesome channel. 20. Play to play, never to plat. Now this one sounds counterproductive to the point of the video, and maybe it is, but I'm saying it anyway because I feel that whether we have 100 subs or 1 million, if we have an audience for our content and people are watching it, then we have a moral obligation to be honest and sensible and give advice that we feel is genuine and good. If you play specifically to platinum a game, then you're not playing the game, and you will likely hinder your enjoyment of it. It will determine what games you do and do not play, meaning that you will play games you don't particularly like just to platinum them, but stop playing games that you would really like because you can't or don't want to platinum it. 21. Shorter games. Now this isn't a throwback to our Rat Plat encouragement earlier, this is simply advising you to aim for 10-hour games, not 100-hour ones. If you are in that mid-ground where you want to enjoy what you play but also want a respectable trophy list in terms of numbers and quality, then this is a good way to do it. There are a load of great games 10 hours or so long to platinum, and one thing most trophy tubers don't tell you is that the longer the game, the worse the impact is on you if you don't enjoy it, struggle with it, or have technical issues because of it. Shorter platinums that you enjoy the majority of is the best way to avoid burnout or having hunting turn negative for you. 22. Bad Driver. And the OG trophy tubing king of short games to platinum is Bad Driver, and if you don't know who Bad Driver is, do you even PlayStation, bro? Bad Driver has been at this forever, and his channel literally has every platinum you could ever earn in one list or another. He's an absolutely vital resource for any hunter, new or old, casual or hardcore. He does incredible content, completely consistent, utterly wonderful YouTuber, and very much someone you should be following. 23. The trophy sites, PSMP, True Trophies, and PlayStation.org. I love saying that. .org. The three wise men of the trophy hunting community, each with their own unique approach to the hobby with different vibes and community experiences. And between them, you'd think they'd have everything you'd ever need to plat after plat in a harmonious rhythm of
yo, 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 pop, 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 pop.
Oh, you'd be wrong. You may, like me and many before me, discover a game that you try to platinum or want to, but there is no guide or trophy tips anywhere online. And this is quite common at the moment too, because of the influx of games previously only on PC now entering the PSN store.
So check out Steam and Xbox achievement sites too, as if you don't start a game without a guide, it might help you and make sure that you don't miss a game or its platinum that you really want.
24. Team up like Cocoon.
Now this one is controversial, but frankly it is simply a fact of the leaderboards at this point. Cocoon was banned for sharing his account, proving what everyone always knew, that he couldn't possibly have earned those platinums and become PlayStation's perfect Sony Pony super simp all on his own.
25. Boosting. And this is the big boy of basic tips for smashing trophies, the online or co-op ones at least. It's to follow the wisdom of an Emerald Sensei, a fearless battler, friend, baller and tuber, lost tragically to the role of fatherhood, but give him time to raise his wonderful offspring and return to preach the joy of boosting.
And to remind everyone, he got the DMC5 Platinum.
No one's safe from you today, are they? Bloody hell.
No, not really.
26. Have kids to boost with. Want to know the best way to have loyal, committed and obedient boosters who will never ever leave you hanging after getting that infernal online trophy for themselves? Make them yourself. No, I don't mean grab a Mr. Meeseeks box and tap away until you can fill the whole squad on Rivals. I mean having your own kids. I have a couple, and honestly, boosting is the only benefit to having them. Be a good parent, be a good trophy hunter, combine the two together, and earn way more platinums.
This explains a lot.
27. Alt accounts. A vital necessity to the hardcore hunters. For the shovelware pumping number junkies, alts are key to having access to regional stores. For the elites, it's that German stacker wolf too, having the ability to earn mega hard plats multiple times. For those of you who crave the most ultra rare platinums, you might need one for boosting or trading items in online games. So grab yourself a really cool alias and become Plat Person, the ultimate hunter. Region stacks.
This one is mostly filler.
You know all about being filled.
You're just jealous.
29. YouTube. While I drown my sorrows and slap my spouses here back in line, please check out these incredible YouTubers who are not only a vital source of information for all things platinum, but also positive voices in our loud community. These guys are the best, and for me make my love of the hobby, my enjoyment of it, and my interaction with the community far better just by being themselves in their wonderful content. So yeah, make sure you go subscribe to those because they're the best in the trophy tubing community. Hackers for Hire.
Where were we? Oh, yes. Hackers for Hire. Another honestly gross part of trophy hunting, if you ask me.
Yeah, dangerous, pointless and dumb.
Yeah, who'd be dumb enough to let a hacker mess with their trophies in a game? 31. Controller upgrade. Now personally I do love the DualSense. Physically and ergonomically it is the most perfect size, shape and weight for my hands. I feel much more comfortable using it than I do, say, the Switch's Joy-Con or even going back to the PS4, which had less bulk in the hand grip area that left me feeling like I always had a gap between me and my hand and the controller at best. But everyone is different, and with so many great options for a controller upgrade and the demands some trophies put on our poor controllers, the rise in accessibility options and physical controllers, we live in an age where you can really choose the weapon that fits you the best. 32. Know when to drop a platinum.
This one is more important than completion percentage or average rarity. Know when to quit a platinum. Don't let it become a source of negativity in your gaming and platinum trophy hunting. Allow yourself to delete and move on.
Protect your enjoyment of the hobby, your mental health, and quit that platinum. 33. Reddit. One question I am routinely asked is, where is the best community and where is the most helpful community? But a place you can use that will be at least familiar to everyone is Reddit. Reddit is still, and probably always will be, one of the very best sources of information on the web and is only social by your choice. You can read it, or you can read and reply. And I'm pretty sure that all AI does is skim through Reddit threads to answer literally any of the questions we ask it anyway, so cut out the middleman and go straight to the source. And while you're there, there's loads of boobs on Reddit, so lots to do. USB and cloud saving. Save scumming. Know what it is yet? Save scumming. You know what it is yet? If you don't get that reference again, you're probably too young for this channel. You will. But when approaching more complex trophy lists, especially ones with no death runs or alternate endings, save scumming is time-saving wonder. Bloodborne would be 120 hours without it. Also, regular physical backups of your saves is a pretty wise idea. Anything can happen at any time, so it's a good idea to cover yourself best you can. I do mine weekly on a Saturday. Look, I'm autistic, I like routines, okay? But the other reason is that if another version of that game comes out and your save can be imported into it, you might have a lovely little auto pop on your hands. 35. Discord.
Back to where to go and who to chat trophy hunting shenanigans with, and I'm once again saying Discord is where all the cool trophy hunters hang out, and the best server to join, the House of L. Link in the description.
36. PS Classics. For the older gamer or the young retro enthusiast, from the gatekeeping hunters who detest grubs to the grub lovers themselves, everyone loves a classic. PlayStation titles and the classics library on PS Plus Premium is adored by literally all. A lot of games from the good old glory days of the 1990s. Oh, what a time to be alive. Everything was so much better in the 90s. In-game guides.
The PS5 has tips and video guides that you can access in-game. Yes, while you play. No more scrambling for your phone while surrounded by undead Nazis and frantically trying to find in the guide where it tells you what utterly random act you have to do next to get the secret super scary ending.
Physical trophy tracking journal. Fans of Lucy or Ludix XP will know this one very well, but using a trophy tracking journal to chronicle your adventures and work out strategic routes to trophies that take time, work, and lots of very specific choices or actions. Having a physical book for note-taking and problem-solving can be hugely helpful, and doing so will aid in your understanding of trophy hunting and will help you wean off those guides. No more baby formula for you, son. Oh no, you're a big boy now. It's time to write your own walkthrough. It's also really useful if, like me, you have the memory of a middle-aged stoner. 40. Trophy pop recordings.
A good way to remember your trophy hunting shenanigans. Don't be shy. We want to see you finally beat Amygdala. We want to rejoice at the last relic. We want to laugh as you allow yourself to be impaled by a mere loaf of mouldy bread.
And what's more, you can do it so easily from your PS5 now, it's almost immediate. A few clicks and you can upload a short clip to YouTube or even X to show the whole world your latest shining digital accolade.
Or you can tweak your PS5 settings to auto-upload any stills or clips you capture using the built-in recording system and have them sent direct to your PSN cloud in the sky. You can now open your phone and download them right then and there, and they make the best wallpapers, they really do. And if you wanted to start a YouTube channel, they are the best way to get good images for your thumbnails. 41. Screen share.
Can't wait for your friend to go on X and see your platinum pop? Invite them to screen share.
I only do that to help my bros get tough plats. Right.
Only because I reject all the other pathetic requests you send me to watch you play My Name is Remail. Only because I reject all the other pathetic requests you send me to watch you play My Name is Remail.
They are funny though. Make sure you subscribe for more top tips from us. And most importantly,
be good to yourselves and each other.